Okay, hopefully tonight's the big night that I can get this thing wrapped up and go for a test drive with it. Just as a bunch of small odds and ends. I've got a box of parts over here. That's my 3-4 radiator hose. I might have found some other hoses to work. This one here is identical to my lower, but it's slightly longer, which might help me get it on there fully all the way. And I found this one here, which has a closer bend, which I'm hoping is going to work on here. I think I'm going to be able to make that work. So, there's the part number for my upper hose. And I'm pretty sure this one's going to work too, but I will definitely let you know. But there's the part number for that one as well. Just in case that would help anybody else doing this swap, because I was really not happy with my upper radiator hose. I could cut it and put a barb in the middle, but I don't want to do that. That just doesn't look good to me. But you can see it's quite a ways off compared to how it sits in the T100. Who knows, maybe if I would have even looked for a hose for a 4runner with this engine, it might have been more accurate. I don't know. I just kind of went in the back of O'Reilly's and started looking at hoses till I found something that I liked. So yeah, so gonna get everything else put together here. Got myself a band clamp for the exhaust, some power steering fluid, some belts, thermostat, and gotta have your coolant. So heck yeah, get this thing all thrown together here. Got the interior all buttoned up last night. Nice to have this all contained. Got all the wiring tucked up in there, and yeah, gonna leave the cover off it for now just in case anything goes haywire. I'd like to see it right away. So I don't expect anything to go bad, but you just never know. I wired this whole vehicle, so. So a little more coolant in here and let this thing actually run for a little bit rather than just turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. So yeah, I'm overly excited. Got the exhaust fully hooked up, so it's not going to sound retarded, or at least not as retarded as a 3-4 can sound. Really not the best sounding engine in the world, so in my opinion, I'm fired up. 411, usually you want to see around 14 volts, but we'll see what happens with it. Oh, it sounds good though. Seems like the throttle body might be a little bit sticky. When I push it down, it just idled down, so, which is good. I was worried that it was going to be stuck high idling there, so. Everything's looking good, no leaks. I could not ask for more. Truly could not ask for more. This is too cool. A little bit smoky, but I mean, it's a 280,000 mile motor that's been sitting for who knows how long. So, gurgling. That sounded really weird. Maybe that was just a thermostat opening. That was a very weird ticking noise. I hope that was just the thermostat opening. Holy crap, she sucked her down. Thermostat definitely open. Nice. Everything's looking great. We got good heat inside. Too tight to see if there's any leaks back there from all the stuff I did, but I don't see nothing underneath. So operating temp is good, oil pressure's good. Yeah, it's awesome. Very weird. Oh, that's a little scary. I don't know if she's just sucking an air bubble or what. My whole cooling system is a thump, 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 thump. It's weird. I don't know if you can hear it in the video. I had to rush all that a little bit. Started raining, of course, and I got some stuff in the bed of this truck that I don't really want to get wet, so she's back in. I'm gonna go take my 4Runner for a test drive and just enjoy the rest of my night. So yeah, I couldn't be any happier. I'm trying to think. Basically a month. I'd say just shy of a month. I had that completely engine swapped. If it wasn't for having a couple of iffy options on motors, it probably would have been done in a couple weeks. It's just awesome. I'm not out of the woods yet with it, I don't think. I mean, obviously I gotta start driving it and work out kinks that it's gonna have now, but I can't believe I'm gonna go take it for a test drive. It's honestly, it feels more satisfying to build that in a month than it does to build my entire square body Cummins. I need to give YouTube an update on the square body Cummins because it's made a lot of progress since the last time YouTube has seen it. Just a little sneak peek because it's outside in a complete truck now. So one of these days I'll do an update on it, walk around it, and show YouTube what I failed on not filming for YouTube. It's all on TikTok. If you want to see everything of getting it running, it's all on TikTok, so go check that out. It's also jackwagon_garage, so have some stuff on there of me getting this thing running and out of the garage so that the 4Runner's ready to go in. And now that the 4Runner's out, I think we're going to be starting on that guy right there very soon. So, but I will say, I got a lot of cleaning to do. I know somebody had messaged or had made a comment that I have their dream shop, just not this messy. And I swear, it wasn't this messy before the 4Runner started. When I got the Cummins done, I had gone through and done a whole deep clean on the garage, and it was the cleanest it had ever been in the 5 years I've been in here. So hopefully it shouldn't take too much to get it back to that point. I just got all this stuff. I just got all the engine crap. So if anybody wants a 3-liter, I'll basically give it away. I don't really know what to do with it. We got that up there. That one's just going to scrap. Obviously every single piece of the 3-liter would go with the 3-liter if somebody wanted it. So I might list it for sale on Facebook. We'll see, otherwise it might just end up in scrap as well. But it's like, it just kills me that you could make that a good motor again. And I easily could have made that a good motor again, but after you go through and spend the time honing it, I bet you I would have had the same amount of time into getting this engine usable, and I still would have not felt great about it, just knowing what's in there without actually having the cylinders machined and new pistons and rings. It's the only way I would have felt comfortable actually running the 3-liter. So yeah, like I said though before, I couldn't be any happier with how the 3-4 swap went. Cost-wise, that was my best route. I mean, I'd say I have $800 into the whole engine swap. And it's mainly just buying gasket sets twice. I don't really know. I got to return a bunch of stuff from the 3-liter, so that'll save me some money. So in reality, it was probably only like a $600 swap, just from having a parts truck and everything. That was a good budget build. So yeah, very happy with it. So alrighty, figured I'd film a little update on my 4Runner. I've driven it for 2 whole days now, back and forth to work. Thing has been great. There's only 2 little hiccups that I have found so far. That is my 4-low 4-wheel drive light doesn't turn on, but it does work. So, or the 4-low works, just the light on the cluster doesn't turn on. But I'm going to count that as a minor detail. I can figure that out some later time. But my biggest hiccup that I've ran into, I'm pretty sure in the last clip of me doing the final assembly, you probably noticed me not cutting the inner structure out of part of my hood. And well, my hood is held down with a ratchet, or at least a pull strap at the moment, because it hits the intake. Quite hilarious, I think. Man, this thing, I can never find where this hood release is. There we go. But, yeah. And I think I'm holding it. Nope, there we go. Yeah, my hood is hitting, well, basically my throttle cable right now, which obviously I'll have to fix so that doesn't wear a hole through it. But yeah, I had notched this hoping it would clear it, but it rests right on it, sadly. I didn't really do a whole lot of information on this swap into this specific vehicle. I had basically found a couple of write-ups on it just to find out how easily it went in and what you had to do for the wiring. And beyond that, I really didn't look into anything else. So, yeah, I don't know if that's a common issue with this or if I did something wrong, or I don't know. I'm just gonna figure it out as I go. Maybe I'll just notch the hood, make a little cobble there, see what happens. I want to try and make that look as nice as possible because I don't want it to look hacked, but because that's what Bondo's for at the end of the day. But yeah, other than that, I've driven it for 2 whole days now. Thing is honestly doing really good. Power of the 3.4 is great. It's perfect for how I would expect this thing to drive. I couldn't be more satisfied with everything so far. So figured I would mention the hood though. I just thought that was kind of funny that it didn't clear. But been doing a couple other things today. My driver's window had quit working on it. Came unglued from the piece that holds it to the regulator, so got that glued back up and held up. And then my rear window was also having issues. You can see it's crooked right now from me messing with it. And found out that one of the rear tracks that holds the window obviously has seen better days. The center portion and the right hand side portion here are literally perfect, but just did some looking online. Looks like these things are pretty relatively available for, you know, 50-60 bucks. So gonna get that ordered up here in the next couple days so I can get my rear window working. And yeah, this thing will be a fully functioning unit again, minus AC, which is something that I would definitely like to get hooked up. But I just gotta get a good 3.4 AC pump and I could have AC again. So heck yeah, I'll make little update videos here and there as things progress with this, but I think that's probably the end of the 4runner build. She couldn't have turned out any better for as quick as a project as this was. So hope everyone enjoyed it. If you're local to me, you'll see this thing out driving around. So it's my daily driver again. I ain't gonna stop driving it till she breaks. So wish me luck.